Page 346, multiple choice questions. 1. T.S. Eliot's first volume of poems appeared in 1917. Choose it from the following options. Answer B. Prufrock, Prufrock, and other observations. 2. Which of the following arrangements of T.S. Eliot's poetry is in the correct chronological sequence? A. Prufrock and other observations, poems, The Wasteland, The Hollow Men, Hollowmen, The Hollow Men, Ash Wednesday, Four Quarters. 3. Editor's successors owe him a special gratitude, quote, as a craftsman who has provided them with new sharp tools, comma, and as a teacher from whom they have learned how to use them, unquote, stop. Select the critic from the following options who expressed his opinion about T.S. Eliot. A. G.S. Fraser, Frazer. 4. Who won the Nobel Prize, Nobel, for literature in 1948? B. T.S. Eliot. 5. T.S. Eliot's Ash Wednesday has C. 6 parts. 6. Who referred to T.S. Eliot's style as, quote, poetic shorthand, unquote, question mark? A. I.A. Richards. 7. Quote, time present and time past are both contained in time future, and time future contained in time past, stop, unquote. These lines are taken from T.S. Eliot's B. The Wasteland. 8. Quote, here I am, comma, an old man in a dry month, comma, being read to by a boy, comma, waiting for rain, stop, unquote. These lines are extracted from A. T.S. Eliot's Gerontion, Gerontion. 9. Select the correct group of poems which appeared in T.S. Eliot's four quartets, Quartets. A. Burnt Norton, East Coker, Coker, The Dry Salvages, Little Gidding, Gidding. 10. Quote, the wasteland expresses poignantly a desperate sense of the poet, comma, and the age's lack of positive spiritual faith, unquote, stop. Who among the following critics expressed this opinion about the wasteland? C. A. G. Fraser. Here the spelling is Fraser. 11. A great essayist and journalist is known as, quote, Alpha of the Plough, Plough, unquote, stop. Identify him. B. A. G. Gardiner, Gardiner. 12. Identify the author of Old Lamps for the New. A. Hilaire, Hillaire, Belloc, Belloc. 13. Which of the following arrangements of A. G. Gardiner's works is in the correct chronological sequence? A. Fables on the Shore, Leaves in the Wind, The Pleasures of Ignorance, The Money Box, The Green Man, Dr. Johnson and Company. Page 347. 14. Who among the following writers made remarkable contribution to the art of biography writing. C. Lytton, Lytton, Strachey, Strachey. 15. Which of the following arrangements of W. H. Hudson's works is in the correct chronological order? A. The Purple Land That England Lost, A Crystal Age, The Naturalist in La Plata, Plata, Idle Days in Patagonia, Nature in Download, Lel Ombu, OMBU, Hampshire Days, Afoot in England, Far Away and Long Ago, A History of My Early Life. 16. Eminent Victorians has been written by D. Lytton Strachey. 17. Identify the correct group of essayists. A. G. K. Chesterton, Hilaire Belloc, A. G. Gardiner, Robert Lind, Lynd. 18. Seven Pillars of Wisdom, 1926, is written by B. T. E. Lawrence. 19. An assistant editor of Punch, Punch, was a celebrated biographer of Charles Lamb. Who was he? B. E. V. Lucas, Lucas. 20. Which of the following arrangements of Joseph Conrad's novels is in the correct chronological sequence? A. Abnayer's Folly, Abnayer Folly, Folly, An Outcast of the Islands, The Nigger of Narcissus, Nigger of Narcissus, Lord Jim, A Tell, The Shadow Line, A Confession, Suspense, a Napoleonic novel, The Inheritors, Romans. 21. Who among the following novelists contributed to the novels of sea life and made them memorable experience of reading? C. Joseph Conrad. 22. Which of the following novels of Joseph Conrad is written in, quote, a new form bent on involving and implicating the reader in psychological drama, unquote, question mark. A. Lord Jim, Jim. 23. Marlowe is a character in A. Joseph Conrad's Lord Jim. 24. Who among the following novelists pioneered the science fiction in the beginning of the 20th century? A. H. G. Wells. 25. Which of the following arrangements of Wells's science fiction is in the correct chronological sequence? Page 348. B. The Time Machine, The Stolen Bacillus and Other Stories, The Wonderful Visit, The Island of Dr. Moreau, Moreau, The Invisible Man, The War of the Worlds, The First Man in the Moon, The Food of Gods. 26. What is H. G. Wells's major contribution to novel? A. International Outlook. 27. Identify the correct group consisting of the sociological novels of H. G. Wells. B. Kipps, Kipps. Tono Bungay, Tono Bungay. The History of Mrs. Polly, Polly. The New Machiavelli, Machiavelli. The World of William Clissold, Clissold. 28. Who wrote the aspects of the novel in 1928? D. E. M. Forster. 29. Who wrote Death of a Hero, one of the bitterest novels produced by the First World War? A. Richard Aldington, Aldington. 30. Quote, only connect, unquote. Identify the novelist who says these words in Howard's End. B. E. M. Forster. 31. Quote, I always say my motto is art for my sake. Stop. One sheds one's sickness in books. Stop, unquote. Who expressed this opinion about himself? D. D. H. Lawrence. 32. D. H. Lawrence called one of his novels, quote, thought adventure, unquote. Identify the novel. C. The Trespasser. 33. R. L. Somers, Somers, is a character in D. H. Lawrence's B. Kangaroo. 34. Which arrangement of D. H. Lawrence's novels is in the correct chronological sequence? A. The White Peacock, Sons and Lovers, Women in Love, Kangaroo, the plumed Plumed serpent, Lady Chatterley's Chatterley', lover. 35. Identify the novelist who sought to achieve, quote, a new synthesis between mind and matter, comma, flesh and spirit, comma, the male and female, unquote. Stop. D. D. H. Lawrence. 36. Paul Morrell appears in B. D. H. Lawrence's Sons and Lovers. 37. Quote, every definite image in the mind is steeped and dyed in the free water that flows round it. Stop. The significance, comma, the value of the image is all in the halo or penumbra that surrounds and escorts it. Stop. Consciousness does not appear to itself chopped in weeds, ... It flows, ... Let us call it the stream of thought, comma, of consciousness, comma, of subjective life. Stop, unquote. Who expressed this opinion about the, quote, stream of unconsciousness? Who expressed this opinion about the, quote, stream of consciousness, unquote, question mark? A. William James. 38. Miriam Henderson is a character in B. Dorothy Richardson's The Painted Roof, page 349. 39. Stephen Dedalus, a projection of James Joyce himself, appears in A. A Portrait of the Artist as a Young Man. 40. The characters of Leopold and Mrs. Bloom appear in A. James Joyce's Ulysses. 41. Which of the following arrangements of Virginia Woolf's novels is in the correct chronological order? A. The Voyage Out, Mrs. Dalloway, To the Lighthouse, The Waves, Flush, Flush, The Years Between the Acts. 42. The modern realistic drama began in England with the publication of D. T. W. Robertson's Cast in 1867. 43. Riders to the Sea is a play written by A. J. M. Synge. 44. Which of the following arrangements of Galsworthy's plays is in the correct chronological order? D. The Silver Box, Strife, Justice, The Skein Game, Loyalties, Escape. 45. Falder, Falder, is a character in A. Galsworthy's Justice. 46. Sir Ralph Bloomfield Bonington, Bonnington, is a character in G.B. Shaw's See the Doctor's Dilemma. 47. G.B. Shaw started writing dramatic criticism for See the Saturday Review. 48. The problem play is also known as A. The Drama of Ideas. 49. Identify from the following options the dramatist who does not introduce any villain in his plays. C. G.B. Shaw. 50. Alan J. Lerner, L-E-R-N-E-R, rendered a musical version of G.B. Shaw's A. Pygmalion, P-Y-G-M-A-L-I-O-N. 51. Who wrote, quote, The Ideal of a Christian Church, unquote, question mark. D. William George Ward. 52. Which of the following is not the offshoot of Romanticism? C. Classicism, C-L-A-S-S-I-C-I-S-M. 53. The greatest worshipper of beauty among the Romantic poets was A. Keats. Page 350. 54. Humanism is most pronounced in B. Renaissance, R-E-N-A-I-S-S-A-N-C-E. 55. When was Hazlitt, H-A-Z-L-I-T-T, born? C. 1778. 56. Which of the following odes is not by Keats? A. Ode on Intimations of Immortality. 57. Which of the following is not a romantic characteristic? C. A conscious adherence to set rules. 58. In which country was Romanticism associated with an innovatory aesthetic creed? B. France. 59. English Romanticism from 1790 to 1830, being a native development, was partly influenced by B. France. 59. English Romanticism from 1790 to 1830, being a native development, was partly influenced by B. France. 60. Crabbe, C-R-A-B-B-E, was mainly a ... poet. B. Realistic. 61. W.B. Yeats endeavored to revive the poetic drama at the B. Abbey Theatre. 62. Who among the following dramatists firmly established the conventions and traditions of the poetic drama? B. T.S. Eliot. 63. W.B. Yeats, quote, started writing plays at a time when the prose play of contemporary life seemed triumphant ... We can begin to see now that even the early imperfect attempts he made are probably more permanent literature than the plays of Shaw, unquote, stop. Who among the following critics made this comment? B. T.S. Eliot. 64. T.S. Eliot propounded the theory of... Beg your pardon, there's a printing mistake. T.S. Eliot propounded the theory of poetic drama in A. Rhetoric and poetic drama. 65. Which of the following arrangements of T.S. Eliot's poetic plays is in the correct chronological sequence? A. Murder in the Cathedral, The Family Reunion, The Cocktail Party, The Confidential Clerk, The Elder Statesman. 66. The Lady is Not for Burning is a play written by D. Christopher Fry, F-R-Y. 67. Edward Chamberlain, C-H-A-M-B-E-R-L-A-Y-N-E, a lawyer, is a character in C. T.S. Eliot's The Cocktail Party. 68. William Somerset Maugham's Mrs. Dot is D. A play. 69. British Drama League was founded in D. 1919. 70. Quote, I write plays with the deliberate purpose to convert the nation to my own opinion, unquote, stop. Who said these words? B. G. B. Shaw. 71. Which characteristic among the following is not contained in, quote, The Monk, unquote, by Lewis? Page 351. Answer B. Highly religious atmosphere. 72. Which of the following work is not that of David Hume? B. The Rise and Fall of the Roman Empire. 73. In Tristram Shandy, Tristram Shardy, the hero is born in C. The third book. 74. Don Quixote basically presents B. The contrasting glory and misery of mankind. 75. In writing Tristram Shandy, Sterne, Sterne, was mainly influenced by C. Cervantes, Cervantes. 76. Tristram Shandy is primarily a novel, A. Sentimental. 77. In The Vicar of Wakefields, Goldsmith mainly offers ... a figure, B. Moral. 78. What is A.C. Bradley mainly known for? C. Shakespearean tragedy. 79. Who is the writer of, quote, The School of Scandal, unquote, question mark? B. R. B. Sheridan, Sheridan. 80. Raymond Williams is primarily a D. critic. 81. 80. Raymond Williams is primarily a D. critic. 81. Who is the writer of the poem, quote, The Canonization, unquote, question mark? C. Donne, Donne. 82. Name the writer of the poem, quote, Wind Hour, unquote. A. Hopkins. 83. Who is the writer of the poem, quote, Adam's Course, unquote, question mark? C. Yeats, Yeats. 84. Who wrote the poem, quote, Lay Your Sleeping Head, unquote? A. Auden. 85. The play, quote, The Birthday Party, unquote, is written by C. Harold Pinter. 86. Who is believed to be the writer of, quote, On the Sublime, unquote, question mark? B. Longinus, Longinus. 87. Name the author of, quote, An Essay on Dramatic Poesy, Poesie, unquote? A. Dryden. 88. Who is the writer of, quote, Culture and Society, unquote, question mark? D. Raymond Williams. 89. The writer of the, quote, Mirror and the Lamp, unquote, is C. M. H. Abrams. 90. The writer of, quote, Provide, unquote, is B. Frost. 91. In whose essays the idea of the, quote, Oversoul, Oversoul, unquote, pervades? B. Emerson. 92. Who wrote Desire Under the Elms, ELMS? C. Eugene O'Neill. 93. Who is the writer of, quote, A Severed Head, unquote, question mark? A. Iris Murdoch, Murdoch. 94. quote, Das Capital, unquote, is written by C. Marx. 95, quote, Waiting for Godot, unquote, is written by A. Samuel Beckett. Page 352. 96. Who is the writer of, quote, A House for Mr. Biswas, unquote? B. V. S. Naipaul, Naipaul. 97. Name which is not the work of Marlowe. A. Richard I. 98. Name the writer of the poem, quote, The Weary Blues, unquote. D. Langston Hughes, Langston Hughes. 99. Which of the following poems is not written by Robert Lowell? C. Good Morning. 100. Which of the following poems is written by Wallace Stevens? B. Sunday Morning. 101. Which of the following poems is not written by Philip Larkin? C. Traveller. 102. Oedipus Rex was written by A. Sophocles. 103. Flaubert's famous work is B. Madame Bovary, Bovary. 104. Northrop, Northrop, Fry is basically a D. critic. 105. The writer of, quote, The Beauty in a Statue, unquote, is D. Ananda Coomaraswamy. Coomaraswamy, Coomaraswamy. 106. The most important work of K. R. Srinivas Iyengar is C. Indian writing in English. 107. The writer of, quote, The Swan and the Eagle, unquote, is B. C. D. Narasimhaya, Narasimhaah. 108. Name the writer of the book, quote, Introducing Applied Linguistics, unquote, Penguin. D. S. Pittcorder, Pittcorder. 109. Danglars is a character in B. Monte Cristo. 110. Quote, A sleepless hour or more has its strange value only in the middle, stop, unquote. Name the writer of the lines given above. D. Nissim, Nissim, Ezekiel, Ezekiel. 111. After Queen Victoria's death, Edward II acceded to the throne of England in C. 1901. 112. Modern age is called the age of A. Anxiety and interrogation. 113. Identify the correct group consisting of the transitional poets. B. Alfred Austin, W. E. Henley, William Watson, Francis Thompson, Thomas Hardy. 114. Who among the following poets is an Indian by birth and who called upon Englishmen, quote, to take up white man's burden, unquote, and, quote, reap his own reward, unquote, question mark. C. Rudyard Kipling. 115. Robert Bridges was appointed Poet Laureate in C. 1913. 116. Which of the following arrangements of Bridges' poems is in correct chronological sequence? Page 353. A. Shorter poems, Prometheus, the Firegiver, Eros and Psyche, Demeter, the Testament of Beauty. 117. Who wrote the Testament of Beauty in 1929? C. Robert Bridges. 118. Identify the title of the poem Robert Bridges wrote in 1904 for the opening of Somerville College, Oxford. A. Demeter, Demeter. 119. Select the Georgian group of poets from the following. B. Walter de la Mare, W. H. Davins, Davines, please check spelling, John Mansfield, James Ellery Flecker, Edmund Blunden. 120. Identify the poet who became the Poet Laureate in 1930 after the death of Robert Bridges. A. John Mansfield. 121. The Georgian Poetry Court, a work of 12 different writers, unquote, appeared in c. 1911 to 12. 122. Who among the following is the chief protagonist of Imagism in England, a poetic movement which was a reaction against the loose and facile texture of Georgian poetry, and which advocated the importance of, quote, hard, dry image in poetry, unquote, question mark. A. T. E. Hume. 123. Name the Indian poet, mystic and philosopher who influenced W. B. Yeats. B. Purohit Swami. 124. Identify Yeats's poems which show the influence of Indian thought, especially of the Bhagavad Gita. A. The Black Tower and Under Ben Bubben, Bubben. 125. W. B. Yeats was awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature in c. 1923. 126. Which of the following arrangements of Yeats's poems is in the correct chronological sequence? A. The Wanderings of Ocean poems, The Wind Among Reeds, The Green Helmet and Other Poems, Responsibilities, The Wild Swan at Coole, Coole, The Wandering Stairs and Other Poems, Poems, Last Poems. 127, quote, things fall apart, semicolon, the center cannot hold, semicolon, more anarchy is loosed upon the world, comma, the blood-deemed tide is loosed, comma, and everywhere the ceremony of innocence is drowned, semicolon. The best lack all conviction, comma, while the worst are full of passionate intensity, stop, unquote. These lines expressing chaos and disorder in modern life are extracted from Yeats, page 354. D. The Second Coming.